Right, to this little one, I've given it a coat of spray, the cockpit green, as you can see, over the canopy after masking it all off. I've just got to, I've just had some extra spray and I've done the joints again just to doubly check that they're all fine, and they are. For this size of model, they're fine. Next thing, I've got to get on with the engine and give this an undercoat so that I can finish doing the top coat on this particular one. As you can see, I've now primed the aircraft in white and I've done some pre-shading on it. I've done it pretty heavily. I want this to be a pretty well worn aircraft when I've finished with it. I may even put some silver on it so I can do some chipping after I've finished. But the trouble is with these particular aircraft, they weren't. The pictures I have of them are not as chipped as some of the Japanese aircraft were. Paint was well worn away on some of the aircraft there, well chipped away right back to the aluminium. No, I don't think so. I just think I'll just do it well weathered reconnaissance aircraft, which is what I'm doing. I don't know whether you can see this. I can't see it in my monitor. Let me just move this light away here a bit there. I think that's better. I think you can see now. I'll put the top coat on and just giving it a very light dusting, about 2 coats of it, and you can see the weathering, post shading on this quite well, as you can see underneath as well there. So I'm going to leave this to dry overnight and then come back in the morning and just finish off the wing panels. Hopefully you can see this now. I've finished the top coat on top and bottom, and I've done the white paneling as well, and the pre-shading showing through quite well on this, better than I expected it to. And as you can see underneath as well, the pre-shading and the odd white panel on just the leading edge on the underside. Oops, I've still got to finish off the little bits I've got in the canopy to do, and that's it for the moment. Now I've completed the cockpit, put those bits extra in there and glued the canopy on, and I've also finished the engine. As you can see, it's in a nice blue metallic finish, which they were. And I've put a wash of ink over the top as well, just to bring out all the cylinder bits and pieces. I've also done the exhausts in a burnt iron, both sides. I've got to put some exhaust staining on this as well, which I must do. Mustn't forget that. Meant to do it on a couple of others and I just forgot to. I've completed it now. I may have gone a bit hard on the weathering. I wanted it heavily weathered, but I may have gone overboard on the smoke. She turned out quite well. I've still got to glue the canopy on, as you can see, but that's the last piece to be done, and she's finished. Next up are some photographs for her in there. I think the underneath's fine, but what with the new airbrush I've just got, practice sheet was fine. It's just I think I went a bit too heavily on the exhaust.